I'll have someone to share all this with. It's alright, yeah. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Bright lights in a big city. It belongs to me tonight. 'Cause I'm saving all my love for you. And you and you. Not like Jimmy Savile. A boom de pata, dun 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 ta. Lesson 1. Bim bim ta, bim ta, da dun ta ta. Bish 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 bish. Bish. 'Cause tonight is the night when my feeling's so right. We'll be making love the whole way through, as William Self said when he said that cycling is an act of sex. That's what it is. We'll be making love the whole night through. 'Cause I'm saving all my love. No, you, darling. She's looking over, but no, you. It's all about the bike. Have you noticed that a lot of these women have turned a bit bitter and a bit angry because of the state of the men's situation, because they've been disrespected. I get it, but didn't he be nice, right? Be nice. That's what I'd say to myself. I tell myself I'm nice. I tell myself I'm nice. I'm nice. I'm worth the price. The price of success. Let's talk about that. The price of success. Yeah. You want to achieve something, son? You got to work for it, man. The price of... I paid the price to control the diet. Remember that song? What was that song, Alex? Let's keep this going. Yeah. As the best podcaster in Dumfries, she's looking over. Do you want to be part of my podcast, darling? What do you got to say for yourself? How many times do you walk in this park? Do you enjoy this park? Have you seen me before? Do you like what I do? Do you got any questions for me? Do you go to the gym? I go to the gym all the time. My life is one big gym. I mean, the Glasgow's what the world is my stage. The world is a stage. The world is my gym. It's one big gym. Do you think I've influenced Siri? I could literally talk about anything. I could go in 1,000 million different directions on the same kind of theme. Although sometimes I've strayed into territory like literature and stuff like that, you know. But I think, do you think I've positively influenced the lesser prevalence of creepiness in men, particularly in gyms? Because I said that in podcasts, like I said, you put stuff out into the universe, it comes back, or it goes out and has its influence. When I was going out with my ex, right, she was, let's just flow with wherever this takes me, and then if it's interesting, fine. If not, I'll go, well, that was a bit of a oops, to quote Kim Tayel for Soundgarden, you know. But when my ex was she went to the gym when I had a gym at the Cairndale, and there was just a creepy guy kind of thing. Put your comments below. As a woman, let's do a survey now. Are you put off by the gyms because of all the creeps? To kill my last beliefs, right? All the creeps at the gyms, right? The thing is, you didn't really need a personal trainer. Like, the idea that you need... First of all, we've got AI. You've got Trainer Road, right, where it's like, come on, you know, you've got a thing telling you, even on Strava it tells you, keep going, solid ride. Well, not quite to that level, but again, because I'm the best motivational speaker in Dumfries, and I am my own greatest inspiration and motivational speaker and personal trainer and coach and guru and philosopher and all that, right? That means I don't need a fucking creepy personal trainer. Do you think there's a higher prevalence of creeps in personal trainers than there are in the general population? Probably. Here's another thing. I'm actually quite pissed off about this. I would say, folk like Andrew Tate, let's continue with the development of ideas, as Bill Hicks said, right? Some of these people, some of these creeps, I actually feel quite passionate about this. I don't like people use things for a positive reason. Just because you're all like hyped up and whoa, as a man doing your physical activity, exercise, and it's building you up, right? Don't use it for a negative reason. In other words, spouting hatred and stuff, right? So that's why I'm better than Andrew Tate and better than Russell Brand. Okay? One, I'm better than Russell Brand, and two, better than Russell Brand, I've got better cardio than Andrew Tate, and I'm older than him. Yeah, I've got better cardio than him. What do you think about that? That's quite an achievement. Plus, I don't have a wicked, I've no touched anybody up, and I don't spout stuff. Some of what he says might be true. Some of what he says is great. This is what I learned. To get to the truth in anything, right? There might, again, I was alluding to this with the Russell Brand thing. You can't throw out with some of the stuff that he's been saying, right? You didn't throw it out. You got to know, yeah, the guy is a flawed individual, he's a human being, right? But you can't throw out. This is where people need to awaken. This is part of the awakening process, isn't it? You don't go, oh, he's a creep, therefore absolutely everything he says is bullshit. Nah, as I said, we're complex characters, baddies in films. That's what all those film directors are trying to teach us, you know. Not that we don't already know this, but that we're all a conglomeration of, it's not just you're good or bad. We have the ability to do both, you know. So you might have an Andrew Tate speaking some things that are true to do with men's empowerment and the way that men are being shat on, and again, the great people. Remember, we were talking about this, Tanya, as well. We're talking about this. Like, that's what I respect. Folk that look to the truth, not getting involved in me versus you, gender wars. That's where the quality is, right? So I like that. We've had some great discussions, Tanya and I, and they're respectful. We could blow Russell Brand out of the water without even trying. If we got the sound issues sorted out, you know, we could have better, because it's two quality people speaking openly, open discussions about stuff that, you know, open-minded, you know, and none of us are creeps. We're the opposite of it. So, you know, I think we could easily kick them out of the water, you know. But I think that's part of the problem, isn't it? With any kind of discussions in the public eye, people go, oh, he's a creep, therefore everything he said was bullshit. Well, not really. And again, you can't even throw out everything Andrew Tate says. I'm sorry. Some good stuff in it, you know. Some, I'm sure, because I remember seeing I was like, who is this Andrew Tate guy? And then you look up and you see, yeah, some stuff he says is true, and the allure of that confidence, and you know. But don't be a cunt is the point. Like, don't be a cunt. Spread whatever message you want to spread. Don't be a cunt though. Don't commit crimes, and then people will probably be more likely to listen to your message, you know. And, you know, because I'm obviously the David Goggins of Dumfries, right? And Mark Beaumont, that was another thing that popped up there, right? In my head, just my head. I'm a vessel, things come to my head, and it's okay to think, despite what these people that would say to you, oh, you're an overthinker. Well, maybe in the past, but I think I'm making my brain work for me really quite well, so I don't think I'll call myself an overthinker. I think quite nicely. Okay, it tires you out, but it's just like exercise, isn't it? You take a break, don't you? But the Mark Beaumont thing, that was a funny thing, right? That, I'll try and shield this from the wind, I'm just behind the bag there, right? The Mark Beaumont thing, I actually I already knew about Mark Beaumont, watched this stuff on the television. My sister bought me a Mark Beaumont Man Who Cycled Around the World book for my birthday or Christmas or something, right? And at the time I was going, oh fucking hell, this just confirms just how much folk don't understand each other, know each other, because why do I want to read the fucking book? Are you insulting me? Fuck you, I've actually done more shit than him. So you could look back to that without any flowery adjectives and go, maybe that's some of the origin of my kind of taking my shit to the next level in a competitive sense against my sister, who I felt was kind of misunderstanding me or shitting on me with the Mark Beaumont book, because I'm going, fuck you, I didn't read these books, I'm the one doing it, why are you not asking me, you know? So maybe she meant it in a good way, I don't know. But on the Mark Beaumont thing, it is true, I could blow him out of the water, doing a show at Dumfries Theatre Hall, because I've done presentations on my Facebook that would blow him out the water, just with the intelligence and the talent and the experiences and the wisdom and the knowledge and the athletic achievements already kick him out the water. And again, this isn't trashing him, it's just saying it in a kind of, you know, in a kind of way to empower myself, you know. He did go around the world on his bike, but to quote himself in his book, I started reading the book, but I knew this anyway, he wasn't really an athlete, he was doing it for adventuring. But this is my point about this. I've adventured, plus, see, he's only adventured and got stories, as far as I know. He dabbled with the athletic achievement, which was nothing compared to my 200-mile bike ride at 20 mile an hour in lockdown, and the rest, right? Plus my showbiz stories, plus my content creation. So I've already blown him out of the water. So that speaks to the self-empowerment thing, doesn't it? That a lot of these people, again, like the Russell Brand or the David Goggins, you know, some of these folk, I wasn't inspired by them. I'm more often than not inspired by people in other areas. Like, I'm more inspired by likes of Muhammad Ali or Evel Knievel, or musicians and people like that, rather than people necessarily in the sport of cycling. I transfer that inspiration and used it for the cycling, you know. But I think I'll cut this because I've already said a lot of this stuff. But it is true though, isn't it? I could easily, because it's already there, as Robert, not you Robert Nisbet, right, said when I was up in Glasgow. He goes, yeah, it's there. You know, are you on drugs? Somebody said, right, when I told them that. No, it's actually real. It's there. In other words, you've worked all this material. It's fucking there. It just would take a wee bit of time for you to craft it and make it coherent. Get free, like a Frank Zappa show, as I've said before, and blow them out of the water. All it needs is a couple of folk technically to... so you can who you are. You could help with the sound and lights. You up for that? Because you're quite technically... That would be cool, you know. And I want to get paid for the fucking thing, you know. Get bums on seats, 10 quid a ticket or whatever. I want fucking 500 quid, I think it's the least I should be getting, you know. Ken!